Welcome to another episode of the Creative Mastermind Podcast.
Hey.
Fire Podcast.
What's up, y'all?
11th episode. Oh,
Lead
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, you know who it is? Sean Breeze. You also got...
Your boy, Cash 3. What's happening?
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are being very creative. Hope you guys are enjoying life and just loving life and just being super duper 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 creative. And so you already know how we do. We first start out talking about our week or what happened this past week for us, and then we get into our subject. Our subject today is going to be focused on discipline and also finding ways to establish a creative state of mind.
No diz out. Believe that.
Yeah. So first and foremost, you know, I always defer to Cass. Actually, I'm not gonna defer to Cass this time.
No, you go handle it. You got it. All right.
Okay. No, go ahead. Go. You can go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
Go with your first.
Yeah, I know. I need to think some stuff.
Yeah. So, recap of the week, right?
Yeah, recap of the week. What would now?
So, did some creative stuff. Practiced some DJing. Created I created one beat. Got a little loop going. Had a sample and chopped it up and everything. So that was
nice, dope. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hear it in a sec.
Bet.
Might let y'all hear a little later down the week.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did that. Created some stuff. Got in my creative mindset. Did that. Then also Wednesday trained a client, 69-year-old gentleman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that was real dope. Eased him into it, didn't want him sore or anything. The next following days, checked up on him. He was good, so everything was solid with that. Mm-hmm. And, just kicking it with the fam, my sons, my wife, and doing daddy duties and just doing my thing, man. It was a blessed week.
Cool. That sounds solid. For me, I always do music productions. I did a lot of music production. I did make a few beats.
Yeah.
One for sure is gonna come out next week. I promise you guys, I'm going to release it. I'm going to play it as an intro probably.
They said they're gonna hold you to that.
Yeah,
promise,
I mean, hey, I got you guys for sure. This beat that I made is super duper fire. I actually made two complete super duper fire beats, and by complete I mean fully arranged, fully mixed, fully mastered, fully ready for your ears. And also did some recording vocally. I made a few songs. One song is I'll say the verses are done. I need to add my ad-libs to it and add a chorus to certain parts. But yeah, I think it's pretty fire. It's a very interesting song, I would say, because it has so many different layers to it. First, it starts out and it's very bouncy type of, not trap, but it's more so like a melodic, almost, if I could compare, maybe a Young Thuggish type of vibe where it's slow down and it's I'm just harmonizing and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it switches to a very aggressive beat, trap beat to a certain degree, and where I just hit them with the flows, and then I go back to a very melodic and where I'm just really saying just two words where I'm saying I'm blessed. And it's just fire because I got very emotional while I was doing it. And I think it came out really well. So I can't wait to share that with you guys pretty soon. It might be my first single that I release on Spotify. So
dope.
We'll see how that goes. I also made another track where I freestyled throughout the whole track because I had created a loop. And so I just freestyled off that loop for a long time. And then I'm going to cut pieces of it and then make it a cohesive verse and a track in general. And I played it for my fiance. She was digging it. So
dope.
That's pretty dope. And what else? Grandmother is doing well. She's in rehab right now. She's getting stronger each and every day. So thank you guys for the prayers that she got sent up. Really do appreciate it. She is doing well. She's getting stronger, and I can't wait to have her at the wedding, which is coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, Playboy, you ready? You ready?
Of course, I'm ready to actually do the wedding. However, but the build up to doing the wedding, all the activities that goes into it is it's whatever. And the cool thing is, I'm not at the crux of what's going on. My fiance is handling all of it, I would say, for the most part, while I've been focusing on trying to get my business going and build the empire And so it's like has been like interesting dynamic. We can definitely feel the strain of it, but so we're like can't wait for it to be over. So we just relax and just look forward to our trip that we're gonna take in November, which is to Thailand. And we actually saw like a documentary. Oh yeah, I just dropped that on you guys.
Yeah, Thailand. That's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
so yeah, we're going to Thailand. Can't wait to have like the excellent food. Just watch a show. It wasn't a documentary. It's more so like a show on Netflix called Shelf Table, where they did like a little piece about Thailand and how like Thailand is like being industrialized and how like they struggle to find organic products there. So it's very interesting. So hopefully Thailand won't be a letdown food wise. I'm thinking that it should be pretty fire, but we'll see.
Yeah, really good food.
Yeah, I can't wait. Probably gonna go to like different spots like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and I'm not sure about Phuket, but anyway, we talk about that later. And so yeah, but all in all, everything's going pretty well for me, and I'm very happy at this moment. Just trying to knock out these musical projects and make sure that the home is taken care of. It's a lot going on, but like any real soldier, you gotta push through and keep going and stay motivated to keep going because this is life and this is how life is. And so
comes with the territory.
Yeah, it comes with the territory. So, hey man, you want to be great, you want to be tested each and every day, and these tests is going to help you grow as a person and become stronger as a person. And so when things will eventually become super easy to you, and if that happens to you, you gotta look for more challenges. So
yeah, just to elaborate on that, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
This cat I was listening to, that's what made me think of. He was talking about how when he's going through a stressful situation or whatever, and he kind of feels like he's losing it or whatever.
Yeah,
that he'll step into the third person, and he'll be like, Chauncey, why you or he'll say, why is Chauncey bickering? Why is Chauncey acting timid? Why is Chauncey doing this? And look at Chauncey being scared or whatever. So when you do that, it kind of makes you look at it like, why am I doing that?
Exactly.
Get out of that, So yeah,
honestly, I think that's a great exercise that people should practice because what you're doing at the moment, you're becoming the observer, where you're observing yourself and observing your emotions. Like for instance, like it's just weird. Like for instance, like today I kind of woke up in a very like not a down mood, but I wasn't like a chippy state.
It happens, though.
And it happens. The thing is, like, I'm conscious of this fact that I'm not in this great state, and I ask myself, like, why the hell I'm not in this great state? I'm not gonna cuss. I'm trying to make this PG-13. Why the hell am I not in this in a better mode? And I want to be in a better mode, but I'm not. And it's like maybe this stuff is chemically. I don't know, but it's like, of course it can be frustrating. But the thing is, I think it's important to just be an observer and try to ask yourself questions why you're not in certain modes or what's going on with you, and then hopefully you get some answers that will make you feel more at peace with yourself. So
yeah, and you get to step back and view yourself in a way like how another person would view yourself.
Exactly.
So that makes it like that makes it where you can adjust and make changes and be like, it's not that serious to me, so. For whatever reason,
Yeah, like, okay, I'll give an example. I'll give a homegrown example. Like, for instance, like yesterday, for some reason, I got upset at my fiance. Like,
Drake,
okay, all right.
I'm upset. No.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And the thing is, that song is in my head because Joe Budden plays it all the time on his podcast. Like, damn, But anyway, so I was like upset. I was like mini upset. It was like a real upset. It was like I was mini upset because so I have a new MacBook, and the new MacBook like Plus comes with this very short thing that does nothing. Like you have to be attached to a wall, basically to charge your laptop. But the old laptops have that long cord. If you know what I'm talking about, hopefully you do. But anyway, so I would jack her cord at times to for me to record in the closet wherever. Cause I take my whole laptop into the closet so I can be my own engineer. But anyway, so I do all that. And she jacked the cord back, and I got mad. Like, but I just jacked it from her. Why am I mad? Like, so like you observe and like what the hell is wrong with you? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So it's like those things that you kind of like, all right, what's really going on? You gotta really dig deep to try to figure out. All right, that's obviously not it because people jacking cord. That's not nothing to get mad about, especially like if it's your fiance. So
things like that are gonna continue after you're married.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
FYI.
I'm saying so why am I even tripping? So I realized it's probably more so with me in this journey and me struggling to, trying to find my way to a certain degree. And also, you got the pressure of like the fact that, you need money to come in and money is going out, but it's not coming in how I wanted to come in. So that's another type of pressure. It's like you got to really dig deep into like find like the root issue. So I know we just kind of went into like a divergent topic, but it's a very valuable topic, I say.
Yeah.
So
y'all are welcome.
Yeah, so. For sure. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get into the topic, which is get into the creative state of mind and discipline. And so this topic was inspired by me going running yesterday. I haven't been running outside like in a while because I ran maybe a couple of weeks ago. And at that time, I twisted my ankle, and so that kind of left me out of commission for a while. So I would run like on a treadmill, but I wouldn't really run outside. And also, the trail that I go to, it was closed due to like flooding because we received a lot of rain in Texas for some reason. Because of the hurricanes, duh. But
right.
So that went down, and so I haven't really ran on this trail for a while. And I really like to run on trails because I'm around nature. I can feel like the energy of nature, and it really helps cleanse my mind and make me feel very fresh. And so and I believe that's very important to have like a clear state of mind whenever you want to create. Before you create something, you want to have a clear state of mind. Otherwise, you have things on your mind, you're not going to create to your full potential. And so that what really inspired the podcast in general was like me going out running and how good I felt yesterday after running and having such a clear mind. And I was able to approach the day with a fresh look, and these fresh feelings really help your creativity. For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cash, you want to jump on?
Yeah. Like what you were saying, like being outside and all that, it made me think back in the day when we used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Outside.
Back in my day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got these great big yeah. But no, like comparing hooping inside, like at the rec or whatever we used to do to hooping outside on the blacktop, like it's a whole nother feeling. You like almost, your animal instinct almost comes out. We would play so much harder, and it was, people would almost get into fights sometimes or whatever. Being outside it's different. You're out in nature, the sun beaming on you, got your shirt off, acting a fool or whatever. So it is a difference, and we need the sunlight. We need the
absolutely
the fresh air. Being contained in a box and all that, it's not necessarily meant for human beings to be in that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go back in the day in history and, go back from the beginning of time and all that, we were outside, we were hunters, we were out in the sun, we were out moving around, running and all that. We weren't sitting down at a desk, you know what I'm saying?
Eating Hershey Kisses and Reese's Pieces and stuff like that all day, and cakes and Coca-Cola, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, that terrible food making you feel terrible. You think you feel good for a minute because you get that little sugar buzz, but then by 3 or 4 o'clock, you like mad as hell because you eating all this trash. But anyway, I'm about to go on
crash dummy. You turn to the crash dummy.
Turn to a crash dummy eating trash. So anyway, I'm about to go into a good diversion on that one because I know that life for sure. But anyway,
you gotta let it go, man. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Like we're meant to be outside with nature and. We are the kings, that we have dominion over this world. So we need to be outside, not cooped up inside all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
When winter comes, that's different, but get some fresh air.
For sure. So if you ever feel like you're stagnant, like mentally, whenever you're creating, just take a break and just go outside. Like I'm so thankful that our house that we have has a patio that's connected to like this very wooded area, and so. Whenever I get bogged down like trying to like make a track or rap, actually happened a couple of days ago when I recorded. Like I was trying to get this verse out. I did 50 takes of this verse, and I was getting frustrated because I wasn't catching the beat how I wanted to catch the beat. And so I just took a breather. Like, all right, let me go outside, chill out with the dog and everything. Let me hear the wind. Let me just chill out. And then, for sure, I went back, after I took my break, and I laid out the track. And I laid out the track to, my liking. I thought it was pretty dope. So, just finding ways to clear your mind and clear your palate is so essential to your creativity. And, you need to just figure out ways and be attuned to yourself. Like I always say, man, self-awareness. Self-awareness is king. Self-awareness is how you get to where you want to be if you visualize yourself in another place in the future. And so, practice self-awareness and figure out, all right, what are my good buttons that help clear my mind? Maybe it's like spending time with your family. Like I can give an example, like about me going to see my grandmother, in the hospital and seeing her, at, or more so the rehab, and seeing her being better, how that helped me, like inspired me, and seeing her like
made you feel good.
Yeah,
huh?
made me feel good. Like you see her like exercising and getting stronger and stronger. Like, man, she getting strong. Like she's like 80 plus years old, and she up here like kicking her little legs like with all her might. And it may like be like big to like of course us, because we were very able bodied. But like for her, it's a lot, and she's like putting this big amount of strength and like kicking. Like it's like inspirational to me. Like, damn, okay, she's have a lot of fight, and I have like so much abilities now that I need to be able to have that much fight in like my approach to the world. So yeah, man, just find ways, man. Like family, spend time with your family, going out in nature. What else would you say that helps clear your mind and cleanse your palate to help you create?
Like you said, it was very powerful, man. And just stepping away at times, so you can clear your mind. Breathing, man. Like
it's true.
I ran into something that it made a lot of sense. I think I was listening to some podcast, Quick Brain or something, but it was a lady on there, and she was saying that a really good breathing technique is if you breathe in, you inhale for, say, 2 seconds, then you exhale for 4. So you want to do the double. So you want to double what you want to inhale and then double your exhale. So if you do like 4 seconds of inhale, then do like 8 seconds on the exhale, and that'll calm your nerves down, and you'll be in a peaceful state of mind where you can go any direction you want to go. And that's the key, is getting yourself in a mind state where you can get out of that negative or that place where you're uncomfortable, anxiety, whatever it may be, and then where you can shift it and move into the direction you really want to be in. Because we have control, we have power, and there's things that you can do. And I hope that, the listeners, everything, that we give you the content and that you guys will go research yourselves and find out will make you improve and make you better and will make life more enjoyable for yourselves. That's what we're doing this for. You know what I'm saying?
So. Can you speak to like meditation? And I know you practice meditation in me as well.
Right.
Like, and how meditation also can help clear your palate.
For sure, man. Yeah. And praying, meditation, whatever you guys do is starting off with the breathing, and then, like you were saying earlier, making yourself the observer of, your thoughts, stepping back where, you can see your thoughts, or where you just take time to sit back and let your body relax and come to a peaceful, a calm place. That can only help you. That can only help a person. And going forward from when you step out of that, then you can face the world in a whole new light.
That's true. That's true, man. Because, a lot of times, too, if I get bogged down, I just take a step, I'll take a moment, and maybe I go to my bedroom, close the door, and then, get on my knees in a prayer type of fashion, and just clear my mind and just stop my thoughts and stop things from, like, running in my mind. Because a lot of times our mind just have a whole bunch of endless chatter that just goes on and on, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Like, literally, like, all this stuff that you're taking in or you're having going on in your mind that's making you feel a certain way. So, me practicing meditation where I can stop these thoughts and actually, be in a zone where it's like a clear mind really helps, like, give you that certain energy to create more and create better.
Most definitely. Yeah, I got a 3 and a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So them step away moments and chill, get your blood pressure down, because sometimes they do exactly what they know they shouldn't do at that moment.
They probably almost seem like they do it on purpose. Like, we got you.
Exactly. And it's like me looking back at myself, how old am I?
30 years ago? I be forgetting too. Like,
33 years ago, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I was born in the 70s. I know you wasn't. Born in the 80s. Okay, are you? Right.
After 25, it don't matter no more.
You're right, man. For real. But all right. So let's go ahead and lead that into like discipline. And
yes, sir.
I think how it's connected to discipline, or sometimes like you're in a creative mode and you're I guess like you have a creative block. at moments. And I know one thing for sure that works for me to get past that is not only stepping away and taking a breather. Sometimes I do the opposite where I push forward and like, all right, I'm gonna just keep creating or keep trying different ideas until something works, until something sticks.
Face
like,
it, right?
Yeah, like, and even if it's not perfect, I'll still like knock it out. And the thing is, like, it may just be that current mood you're in where you're not liking what you're creating, but then like the next day you'll be like, oh shoot, that was like super duper fire where I created. And also like, so like, yeah, I would say definitely take that into account. But in order for you to get to that way or get to that I guess step or in the process, you have to be disciplined to like not get super duper frustrated and like just like abandon the craft in general and totally. Like you have to be disciplined enough to be like, all right, even though it's not working out in the way that I wanted to work out, I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna keep like attacking them. I'm gonna keep going at this problem, and then eventually something will happen where like, okay, this is a dope project, dope product. It like to me it has happened like so many different times when I was like making beats where I will start out with different melodies or different chords, and I'm like, okay, it's not where I want it to be, but all right, let me just continue trying to build this song piece by piece, and then maybe I just do the chords. Maybe I do like a couple of 2 notes here and then 3 notes there, and then slowly but surely I end up building the beat to be a very fire beat in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know, and it takes discipline for you to get to that point and to continue to push forward even though when things doesn't seem like, all right, it's not the best of the best at that moment. So yeah, anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be consistent and you got to have that fight. I mean, you know what I'm saying, to push through, because there's going to be times where, you know, your intensity levels, your excitement and everything is not going to be at the same level and super high all the time. Mm-hmm. So you got to be ready for that and do certain things to get yourself to put in. You like you said, just continuing on through that and finding ways, be mindful of that and find ways to help you push through.
True.
And things that might excite you. Maybe things you can think of that will put you in that place. Like, because our mind is, you know, it records, you know, it records, you know, the past, which is our memory. Mm-hmm. And then it's also a hard drive, so it downloads new stuff and all that. So you use those things and the way the mind works to as a benefit. So if you can go back to a memory that will excite you and get you amped up, you know, then use that, you know. But we don't want to stay in the memory and the record of our mind. We don't want to stay in that situation or those places in our mind. We want to move forward, but we can use those for happiness, to pull us out of depression.
True. That's good. That's fine. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can use that. So we got to be mindful and be conscious enough to do that. It's hard. I mean, it's super hard. This stuff is not easy.
Absolutely.
Because we have so many thoughts going through our mind, and to be conscious enough to, well, let me and realize, oh, I'm in a bad place or whatever. Let me do something to get me out of this, because I don't like feeling this way. You know what I'm saying? So that's.
And I'd like to add on to what you said. Like, yeah, it's not easy, and the thing is, being great in general is not easy. So, like, once you accept that, like, all right, if I want to be great, if I want to be like the best of the best of the best, like, of course, things are not going to be easy. You need to accept that. That is life. If you want to be the best thing ever, it's not going to be easy.
Hard work.
And that's how people get to where they get to. That's how Jay-Z get to where he got. This is how Beyonce got to where she's at right there. Like, you go see her in concert, you're like, oh, she works hard because she's disciplined for sure. And I only like can imagine the level of discipline they have. And like, that's why I like watch a whole lot of different interviews. Like, I've been watching a whole bunch of Logic interviews, Logic the rapper, and just like watching him talk like through his process. And also I watched videos of him like going through the process, like him making the track. Like, for some reason, actually get like happy when I see him, like when he raps, try to rap a track and he messes up. I'm like, oh, if Logic is doing that at his level,
it's normal.
I'm supposed to be messing up. If he's at his level, 5-time platinum, multi-platinum rapper, kind of producer because he also like slightly produces stuff, but he worked with Six, which is his main producer. But anyway, if I see this top tier rapper messing up, then why should I be mad at me messing up on my flow? Like, it happens. It is what it is.
Yeah, they could say Jay-Z one takes it all the time.
I'd be
Hey,
damn.
Jay-Z, you mess up too. We know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know, man.
Even like if you see J. Cole, he had a documentary called Eyes, and you watch that one, it'll show that he was like trying to rap a verse, or whatever, and he was like off, and he was throwing it like running back, like kept doing that over and over.
Yeah,
that's the process. And the thing is, if you want to be great, that's the process. You have to accept the fact that it's not going to be easy, and that so to the point where like if something comes up, like for instance, like I'm not sure why I didn't like think about this telling this story, but like so last week I did like a photo shoot, and the day before I got like a little sick. I've been getting sick lately, which is kind of sucks. So I need to monitor my health and make sure I'm exercising and kind of get my whatever I need to get up so I can make sure I don't be sick anymore. But anyway,
vitamin C, man.
Vitamin C for sure. And so I got a little bit under the weather on like Friday, and then I tried to like eradicate it by drinking some elderberry syrup on Saturday morning. But with elderberry, that it cleans you out. It cleans you out like completely. And so anyway, so I did my photo shoot. I'm up here trying to push through. I'm up here thinking like, okay, I'm like Michael Jordan at the flu game. I'm sick, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna do this photo shoot. It's gonna be super duper fire, And I like really going through it, but then it came to the point where the elderberry called out to me where it's like, and they're like, oh shoot, it's about to go down. And it went down a couple of times, but I still pushed through the photo shoot. But the thing is, like, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad like, oh man, why am I sick? Oh man, oh it sucks, whatever. I like, it's part of the game, duh. This is what happened. So I just sucked it up and I did this photo shoot. The photo shoot went really well. And it's funny, it kind of sucked because I had another photo shoot that was set up later that day. The funny thing about that is the fact that I was like on the phone with her telling her like, hey, I can't make it to the shoot like later today. And then as soon as I got off the phone, like it wasn't really soon as I got off the phone, like I was pulling over as I was hanging up the phone and I hopped out. So, but anyway, I say all that to say, all this graphic story about me being super duper sick, that, hey, this stuff comes with the territory if you want to be great. Like, Michael Jordan did it with the flu game. Like, he wanted to be great. He played through his sickness. I played through my sickness. And the thing is, you're going to have the obstacles and to bring it all the way back to the point of discipline.
Yeah.
That's what's required. Like, you need the discipline to be like, all right, let me not get bogged down. Let me not get mad. Let me not have this situation or these situations affect my creative state of mind. And, push past this and be disciplined and be able to work through it and execute how you want to execute. Which is to perfection. So
yeah, and it comes down to the positive and negative again. How you look at the situations, because we don't know what's to come, but we know it's coming, whatever the situation is. So you got to look at it. Look for the positives, man. Don't stay on that negative side. Of course, it happens. Mm-hmm. You see the critic over there, catch him one time and get back on the positive side.
Sneak him right quick. Hilarious. Well, yeah, man, that's real stuff, though, man. For real, like you need the discipline to make sure you maintain a great creative state of mind, and you need a great creative state of mind.
Gotta have it
to be effective with your creation and also be a better creator. So
straight up,
for sure, that's what it is.
Discipline. It also creates freedom, because a lot of people think it's the opposite.
Fire. But
discipline, taking the time to do that, and whatever the task is, and setting it in your schedule, getting it done, that gives you time for more creativity, especially when you're consistent with it and you know how it's gonna go. You have a set schedule and you know how this is gonna go. That's gonna free up time for you to do other things and to be more creative and to what's the word I'm looking for? To not simplify it, to reduce. No, to make it better. To what's the improve, but to not master it, but to we'll get it.
Yeah,
It'll come to us. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll improve, like you were saying, to improve it to the best that you can, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it to the pinnacle of what you're trying to do with it. Yeah. That'll give you more time. The discipline will give you the capability of being able to do that because it'll keep improving. You'll keep being able to touch it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's, what I had to say about that. About the discipline will create freedom. So y'all get discipline out there, hold yourself accountable, and get to the hard work and make it happen, man. The only person holding you back is yourselves.
Absolutely. That's like fact upon fact upon fact upon fact.
Facts.
Fact. And man, like what you said about discipline creating freedom. A lot of people believe that, all right, if I become disciplined, then I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. But the thing is, like you said, man, like once you have like structure, like a real structure to how you work and how you operate, you're able to then be able to be a real master, a real scientist, to be like, okay, since I got this structure set up of like how I work and how I can be as productive and effective as possible,
right?
Then you can be able to insert new things into your structure and then take things out that's not working for you. It's like you really become a computer of sorts where you plug and playing in these different things into your life, and you're really being a scientist again, like I said before, and creating like the best way of life for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Molding it,
because like I absolutely believe that there's like a formula to like maybe everybody has their own formula, like for sure I can see that. However, like I think there's a way that you can approach life in a formulaic type of way, but it also be a spontaneous, it's not a mundane type of life, but it's a way of life that will help you be as effective to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Like, because I believe like there are like universal like approaches to things, and we can kind of go into that maybe in a later podcast for sure. But yeah, for sure. But discipline is needed. It creates freedom. It helps you just become better and more effective and more productive in life in general, I would say.
Yeah, man. I'm not tracing.
Yeah, like what? Yeah.
Crayoning with my kids. I guess that popped in my mind. No.
Yeah.
I'm chasing the extraordinary life, and that's that's what I say. All of y'all should do. Chase reaching the best life you can live, being the best that you can. You know, that's the growth mindset, which I've brought up in other podcasts. Let's go. Chase after it. Like,
get it.
Push it. Push yourself. That's what this is about. We only get one life. We get one chance. You know, we'll get many chances. Now, I'll rewind that.
Yeah.
You get one life. Go get it.
Yeah.
Work hard at it. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to feel unmotivated at times and all that. But
part of the process, man.
Yeah, do those things that get you back in the right place, the right state of mind, because we get out of it. We think thoughts, we see certain things, we go through things, we get this phone call or whatever that pulls us out of the state of mind that we want to be in.
Exactly.
Pull yourself back. That's what it amounts to, you know.
That's true. It's funny. Kind of made me think about like before I recorded this track the other day. Now, I was supposed to go with my fiance to go to this cake tasting thing, and basically I was in the zone. I felt like I was going to be in the zone for a while, and it's like I think it's, of course because I'm self-aware, I was able to realize that, and then that's when I had to bail out of the cake tasting. I'm like, hey, I can't go to this cake tasting because I'm about to create something really fire. I can feel it. And the thing is, like, I don't know, you talking about that just made me think about that.
Most definitely, man.
About, like, knowing, like, when you're in the zone and being in that zone and trying to do things to make sure that you don't get away from your zone if you're in that zone. But, anyway.
Because in that zone, that's where, masterpieces and great things are created. That's great, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great because people need to know that's the arena, or that when you're in that state of mind, you probably need to stick there and get it out. Get it out as much as you can. Get it out.
Yeah, and I'll say like maybe I can talk through like how I knew I was in that mind. Like I just knew I was in that state of mind because I was like, I just want to rap. I just want to rap. Like that was like just going on in my head the whole time. I just want to rap. Just want to rap. I just want to rap.
That hunger, right?
Yeah,
Passion.
like it was there. Like I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see nothing. I just want to rap. And if you're like in that mode where you're like, oh, I just want to paint, or I just want to do photography, whatever, then that means you're in the zone.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead, just be in that zone, no matter if people get offended, because the thing is, you're gonna create that masterpiece that you've been wanting to create. And hey man, it's okay to be selfish at times. So.
And that might be a blessing. You might be anointed at that time to really, put something out there.
Facts.
There's a reason that, we have these feelings and the energy and all that. When you're in a situation like that and you feel it that strong, you better get to it.
Fact though. Yeah, man, this has been a very fire podcast, man. Another one, man. Another great one. Yeah,
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
For sure. Creative Masterminds Podcast, man. This has been a very fire episode.
That's right.
Where we cover a lot of different things. Hopefully, it has been some great things that we said within this podcast that will help you, become a better creator. And and I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. Make sure you talk to us and hit us up on our Instagram. Cash, give your Instagram out.
Yeah, that's CAS_THREE. Believe that. And also the Boxing Bell at the Boxing Bell with some boxing news, some updates. And I got some fire stuff coming for y'all in the near future.
Yeah, for sure. And you can find me on Instagram, Sean Breeze.
Yeah.
OG Sean Breeze on Twitter, OG Sean Breeze on Facebook. The Creative Masterminds on Facebook. The Creative Masterminds on Instagram.
Yeah.
And, we on SoundCloud. I'm trying to get it put on more platforms. And so be on the lookout for that. We will be putting this out more and more, or pushing it more and more, because we feel like we are providing great content and we want to help people out as much as possible.
For sure. And on Instagram, y'all look out for little clips of, sections of our podcasts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like those, share them or whatnot. But yeah, we're trying to hit y'all with that content and promote it in a way that it spreads and gets out there, because we're doing it for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And ourselves too, though, because it's like therapy.
It's therapy. Like where we can talk through our, our creative process and whatever's going on within our lives, because, whatever is going on in your life is affecting your creativity. And so it's very important. So I'm glad we highlight those things too, and just so transparent. So anyway.
Right on.
So this has been the 11th episode of the Creative Masterminds Podcast, Fire Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you comment any and everywhere you see us, man. We really do appreciate you guys checking out our videos, and we hope you guys are enjoying it. So much love. This has been the Creative Masterminds Podcast again. Sean Breeze in the house. You got Cast 3.
Yeah.
And we out, man.
Peace. And keep creating. Create more than you destroy.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.